Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Nest. I'm Max, and I'm feeling very healthy today because I went to the gym this morning.
And I'm Mia, and I'm feeling very healthy today because I did yoga this morning and then had a green smoothie.
Of course you did. This is the most on-brand thing either of us has ever said.
Ha, I know. I'm basically a walking LA wellness cliche, but it was a really good smoothie.
What was in it?
Spinach, banana, almond milk, chia seeds, a little ginger.
That sounds like something you'd use to fuel a car.
It tastes better than it sounds, and I feel amazing. Today, we are talking about health and exercise. Incredibly useful vocabulary for everyday English conversations.
Because health is something everyone thinks about and talks about. Doctor's appointments, workout routines, healthy eating, mental health, it all comes up in conversation regularly.
And health vocabulary is really practical. You'll need it to understand medical situations, to talk to a doctor, to discuss your lifestyle with friends.
Let's start with exercise vocabulary since that's on both our minds this morning. What kinds of exercise do you do regularly, Mia?
So my main things are yoga, Pilates, and hiking. I also swim sometimes. I try to approach exercise as something that makes me feel good rather than something I force myself to do.
I think that's a really healthy attitude and something a lot of people struggle with. The idea that exercise should be enjoyable rather than punishing.
Exactly. If you dread your workout, maybe it's the wrong workout. There are so many ways to move your body. Find one you actually like.
I go to the gym 3 times a week. I do a mix of weights and cardio. I also run on weekends. I'll be honest, I don't always love it in the moment. Sometimes getting to the gym is the hardest part.
But how do you feel after?
Amazing. Every single time without exception. That post-workout feeling is incredible. You feel strong and clear-headed and like you've already accomplished something before 9 a.m.
That's the key, isn't it? Remembering how good you feel after, not focusing on how much you don't want to start.
Exactly. Okay, vocabulary. Types of exercise. Cardio, short for cardiovascular exercise, any exercise that raises your heart rate and works your heart and lungs. Running, cycling, swimming, dancing. I do 30 minutes of cardio 3 times a week.
Strength training or weight training, exercise that builds muscle strength, usually using weights or resistance. She does strength training twice a week. Very important for overall health, not just for people who want big muscles.
Yoga. Exercises involving stretching, balance, and breathing that improve flexibility and calm the mind, originally from India and now practiced worldwide.
Pilates, similar to yoga in some ways, but more focused on core strength, the muscles in your abdomen and back. I started Pilates for my back pain, and it really helped.
High-intensity interval training, usually called HIIT, short bursts of very intense exercise followed by brief rest periods. Very efficient if you don't have much time. I do a 20-minute HIIT workout 3 times a week.
Stretching. Gentle exercises to lengthen muscles and improve flexibility. Really important before and after exercise to prevent injury. Don't skip stretching. Your future self will thank you.
Speaking from experience?
Speaking from the experience of skipping stretching after a long hike and not being able to walk properly for 3 days.
Lessons learned the hard way. What about staying healthy more generally?
Balanced diet. Eating a variety of foods in the right proportions to give your body the nutrients it needs. A balanced diet includes protein, carbohydrates, healthy fats, fruit, and vegetables.
Hydrated. Having enough water in your body. Staying hydrated is really important, especially when you exercise. Drink more water is probably the most universal health advice ever given.
Sleep hygiene. This is a great phrase meaning healthy habits that promote good quality sleep. Regular bedtime, no screens before bed, a cool, dark room.
Good sleep hygiene can transform your energy levels.
I've become a bit obsessed with sleep hygiene, honestly. I used to think sleeping less was somehow impressive, like a sign that you were working hard. Now I know it's actually terrible for everything. Mood, focus, health, all of it.
The whole "I'll sleep when I'm dead" mentality is really outdated. Sleep is when your body and brain repair themselves. It's not laziness, it's maintenance.
Excellent point. Mental health, the health of your mind and emotions, not just your physical body. Taking care of mental health is just as important as physical health. This has become a much more openly discussed topic in recent years, which is really positive.
Stress management. Having strategies for dealing with stress in healthy ways. Exercise is one of the best forms of stress management. Other examples include meditation, time in nature, talking to friends.
Burnout, a state of complete exhaustion, physical, mental, and emotional, usually caused by prolonged stress or overwork. She hit burnout after working 80 hours a week for 6 months. Burnout is very serious and takes a long time to recover from.
Everything in moderation. A really classic English phrase, meaning that most things are okay as long as you don't overdo them. I eat chocolate. Everything in moderation. He exercises hard, but rests too. Everything in moderation.
I live by this phrase, honestly. I eat well most of the time, but I also love pizza, and I refuse to feel bad about pizza.
Same. I do yoga and eat healthy, but I am not going to turn down good food. Life is too short.
This is why we get along. Now let's do some phrases you'll hear in conversations about health.
How are you keeping?
Under the weather. Feeling slightly unwell, like you might be getting sick. I'm feeling a bit under the weather today. Not seriously ill, just not 100%.
Work something off. To exercise in order to burn off food you've eaten or reduce stress. I need to walk off that lunch. I went for a run to work off some stress.
Push through. To continue exercising or working despite feeling tired or in discomfort. I wanted to quit, but I pushed through and finished the workout. Know your limits, though. Don't push through actual pain or injury.
Listen to your body. To pay attention to physical signals your body sends and respond accordingly. If you're in pain, rest. If you're exhausted, sleep. Learn to listen to your body. It knows what it needs.
Such important advice. And honestly, one of the skills that improves with age. You get better at knowing what you need.
Completely. Okay, our question for today. We want to know, what does your approach to health and exercise look like? Do you have a regular workout routine, or is health something you're trying to work on?
No judgment either way. We're all at different stages, and that's completely fine. Leave your honest answer in the comments.
Subscribe to English Nest for a new episode every day. Perfect listening practice that's actually fun. Hit like, share with a friend, and take care of yourselves.
See you in the next episode, everyone.
Bye for now.